Welcome to Delphi After Dawn Crime Stories with Jason King. I am your host, Jason King. Tonight we won't be talking about a crime mystery or serial killers. Tonight I will be talking about a mysterious place I call home, the Appalachian Mountains. In the history behind these old ancient mountains, now let's get started. The Appalachian Mountains, a realm of ancient whispers. These peaks, wrinkled and worn by time, have borne witness to epochs long lost to man. They stand as silent sentinels, guarding secrets whispered on the wind. Heavy with the weight of ages, let us venture deeper into the heart of Appalachia. Uncover the mysteries hidden beneath the veil of mist and legend. The beauty of the Appalachians is undeniable. Jagged peaks pierce the sky, their slopes cloaked in emerald forests. Waterfalls cascade down moss-covered cliffs. But beneath this beauty lies an undercurrent of unease, a sense that something ancient watches from the shadows. Sunlight struggles to penetrate the dense canopy, casting eerie shadows. The air is thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. It's easy to get lost in these woods. The trails are treacherous and ill-defined. It's the feeling of being watched, the sense that you are not alone. Locals tell stories of strange lights seen at night, of disembodied voices carried on the wind, of creatures that stalk the shadows. These are more than just stories. They are warnings, whispers of something ancient and powerful, something that has haunted these peaks since time immemorial. The stories of the Appalachian Mountains are as old as time itself, passed down through generations. They are woven into the very fabric of these ancient hills, whispered around campfires, sung in haunting melodies, and etched into the weathered faces of mountain folk. These tales paint a picture of a land steeped in mystery and shrouded in shadow. Some stories speak of lost treasures hidden deep within the mountain's embrace, lost mines filled with gold and jewels, guarded by spirits and cursed by ancient pacts. Tales of daring adventurers lured into the mountain's depths, never to be seen again. Their fates, a chilling reminder of the mountain's unforgiving nature. Other tales tell of strange creatures that roam the hills after dark. The Bell, witch, a malevolent entity that tormented a family for generations with its chilling whispers and poltergeist activity. The Wendigo, a terrifying creature of Algonquin legend, said to embody famine and greed, stalking the frozen forests with an insatiable hunger for human flesh. And the Mothman, a winged harbinger of doom, its glowing red eyes a terrifying omen of disaster. These stories, passed down through generations, are more than just folklore. They are echoes of a time when the line between our world and the supernatural was blurred. Whispers of ancient powers that still linger in the shadows. The Appalachian Mountains are a land of layers. Layers of rock laid down over millennia. Each stratum a testament to a bygone era. Layers of history too, each generation leaving its mark upon the land. From the Native American tribes who first called these mountains home, to the European settlers who carved their homesteads from the wilderness, to the modern-day communities that cling to the slopes. The mountains have borne witness to it all, and the mountains remember. They remember the clash of cultures, the struggles for survival, the hopes and dreams, and the bitter disappointments. They remember the ancient rituals performed beneath the open sky, the chants and prayers echoing through the valleys. They remember the blood that has been spilled upon their slopes in times of war and peace alike. These memories linger like ghosts in the mist. They seep into the very earth, coloring the stories that are told and the songs that are sung. They whisper on the wind, urging you to listen, to remember. For in these mountains, the past is never truly gone. It is always present, waiting to be rediscovered, to be reawakened. But be warned, some memories are best left undisturbed. For the mountains guard their secrets jealously, and those who delve too deeply may find themselves lost in the labyrinth of the past, forever bound to the shadows and whispers of these ancient hills. Deep in the heart of the mountains, stories are born. Stories whispered around crackling fires, passed down through generations. Stories of the mountain witches. These aren't the witches of fairy tales. These are women of the earth, their power drawn from the mountains. Healers and midwives, their knowledge passed down through generations. Whisperers to animals, able to calm the wildest beast. Feared for their power, used for good or ill. A whispered curse, a hex, a potion. These fuel the whispers. The origins of the mountain witch are shrouded in mystery. Some say they are descended from the first settlers. Others claim they made deals with dark forces. Whatever their origins, the mountain witch is a force to be reckoned with. Their stories are woven into the fabric of these mountains. To venture into the Appalachians is to step into a world where ancient beliefs still hold sway. As the sun sets, shadows lengthen, and the air grows heavy with anticipation. The forest falls silent. The witching hour begins. Locals stay indoors, fearing the mountain witch's rituals. Their chants echo, bonfires glow, and ancient forces awaken. Witnessing these rituals can drive one mad or lead to disappearance. The mountains hold secrets best left undisturbed. The Appalachian Mountains are a treasure trove of natural remedies. For centuries, the people of these hills have relied on the land to provide for their needs. But this knowledge is a double-edged sword. In the wrong hands, the plants that heal can also harm. The mountain witches possess unmatched understanding of the land's bounty. They know the secret names of each plant, and the rituals to unlock their potential. They gather their ingredients under the cover of darkness. Some plants are familiar: ginseng, bloodroot, witch hazel. Others are more sinister: devil's claw, corpse flower, nightshade. These plants grow in the darkest corners of the forest. The mountain witches brew their potions from these potent ingredients. Love charms, healing salves, truth serums, and deadly poisons, all are within their grasp. Their knowledge is a potent blend of folklore, superstition, and the power of the natural world. Section 4, Marked by Fate, the Legacy of the Mountain Witch. Being a mountain witch isn't a choice. It's a calling, a destiny woven into one's being. Marked from birth, they bear signs that set them apart. A crescent moon birthmark, white hair, shimmering eyes, signs of a witch. For some, it's a blessing. For others, a curse. Feared and ostracized, they live on society's fringes. Their legacy is passed down through generations. Elders teach the young to harness their abilities. Sometimes, the calling skips a generation, re-emerging unexpectedly. As twilight deepens and the last rays of sunlight fade from the sky, a palpable sense of unease descends upon the Appalachian Mountains. The shadows grow longer, stretching out like grasping claws from the dense undergrowth. The air turns cold, even in the height of summer, and a bone-chilling silence blankets the land. This is the gloaming, the time between worlds, when the veil between the living and the dead wears thin. It's said that during the gloaming, the creatures of darkness are at their most powerful. The spirits of those who died tragically within the mountains roam free, their mournful cries echoing through the hollows. The mountain witches retreat to their hidden sanctuaries, their rituals cloaked in secrecy and shadows. For those foolish enough to be caught out after dark, the gloaming can be a time of great peril. Travelers tell stories of strange lights dancing in the distance, of disembodied voices whispering their names, of phantom figures glimpsed through the trees, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. It's said that during the gloaming, the very mountains themselves come alive, their ancient magic seeping into the air, blurring the lines between reality and nightmare. It is a time to be wary, to trust your instincts, and to heed the warnings whispered on the wind. For in the gloaming, the mountains reclaim their own, and the line between the living and the dead becomes as thin as the mountain air itself. Deep in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains lie the witching paths, ancient winding routes known only to those who practice the old ways. They twist through dense forests, leading to places of power. These paths are not for the faint of heart, shrouded in eerie silence, broken only by a hawk's cry. The air hangs heavy with the scent of damp earth and pine needles. The trees watch and remember, their roots intertwined with bones. To stray from the path is to invite disaster. The mountains claim those who disrespect their power. The forest conspires, leading them astray. But for those who walk with reverence, the rewards are great. Hidden groves where rare herbs bloom. Secluded waterfalls charged with ancient energy. And places of profound silence to commune with spirits. The mountain witches of Appalachia possess an uncanny ability to read the language of the unseen. They see omens in the flight of birds, hear whispers in the rustling leaves, and feel the pulse of the earth beneath their bare feet. A hawk circling overhead might signify danger, while a flock of crows could be an omen of illness or death. The sudden appearance of a white owl might be a message from the spirit world. The witches pay close attention to the phases of the moon, believing its cycles hold sway over both the natural and supernatural realms. They gather herbs and perform rituals under the full moon, wary of the dark of the moon when malevolent forces stir. Even the weather is imbued with meaning. A sudden thunderstorm might be interpreted as the wrath of the mountains, while gentle rain might be seen as a blessing. To the untrained eye, these might seem like superstitions, but to the mountain witch, they are the language of the unseen, a way of deciphering messages hidden in plain sight, woven into the very fabric of the natural world. Whispers travel through the hollows of the Appalachians, tales of witches who have forged pacts with dark forces to gain their power. Some, driven by desperation or ambition, seek out ancient entities in the mountains, offering whatever they desire in exchange for forbidden knowledge. The terms of these pacts are rarely spoken aloud, but the price is always steep. Witches might sacrifice a loved one, their own soul, or their connection to the human world. Rituals performed under blood-red moons summon beings of immense power, but questionable morality. The knowledge gained is intoxicating and dangerous. It grants unimaginable power, control over elements, healing the sick, cursing enemies. But this power comes at a cost. It twists and corrupts, leaving its mark on both the witch and the world around them. Those who make deals with darkness often walk a lonely path, shunned by their communities, feared by those who once sought their help, and haunted by the consequences of their actions. The power they wield becomes a heavy burden, a constant reminder of the price they have paid. The history of the Appalachian Mountains is stained with the blood of the accused. Women who practiced herbal medicine, midwifery, or possessed knowledge of the natural world were often branded as witches. These accusations, fueled by fear, ignorance, and personal vendettas, had devastating consequences. Women were ostracized, their homes and livelihoods destroyed. They endured trials by ordeal, facing drowning, burning, or being crushed by stones. The echoes of this persecution still linger in the mountains. Whispers of unmarked graves, restless spirits, and cries for justice carried on the wind. Old cemeteries hold the secrets of those unjustly accused, their stories passed down in hushed tones. The mountains remember the pain and suffering inflicted upon the innocent. They hold the memories of those persecuted, their spirits woven into the land. A constant reminder of the darkness that can reside in the human heart. The power of a mountain witch is not to be underestimated, nor is their wrath to be taken lightly. Those who wrong a witch risk incurring a curse that can echo down through generations. Some curses bring sudden illness, financial ruin, or death. Others are slow burning, poisoning relationships, and casting a dark shadow over lives. Tales of families torn apart, businesses crumbling, and land yielding no crops because an ancestor crossed a witch. These curses are often accompanied by strange occurrences, objects moving, disembodied voices, and an overwhelming sense of dread. The mountains amplify the witch's power, ensuring swift and absolute retribution. A chilling reminder that respect and reciprocity are paramount. The consequences of crossing a mountain witch can be dire indeed. The Appalachian Mountains are more than just rock and soil. They are a tapestry woven from layers of time. Deep beneath the surface lie remnants of a world long vanished, where spirits slumber and legends take root. These subterranean realms hold mystical significance for the people of Appalachia, seen as portals to the underworld, where the veil between the living and the dead wears thin. Some caves are guarded by benevolent spirits, others haunted by the restless dead. Local folklore speaks of lost caverns filled with unimaginable treasures and portals to other worlds. But these treasures are not easily obtained. The mountains guard their secrets jealously. Those who seek to plunder their depths often meet untimely ends. Long before European settlers, the Appalachian Mountains were home to Native American tribes. These original inhabitants had a deep connection to the mountains, treating the land with reverence and respect. Each tribe had its own unique mythology and stories explaining the creation of the mountains and the spirits within. They performed rituals and ceremonies to honor the spirits and maintain balance in the natural world. Knowledge was passed down through storytelling, song, and dance. They understood the language of the forest and the omens in the flight of birds. Their spirits still linger in the mountains, felt in the rustling leaves and rushing water. They are the guardians of sacred ground, keepers of ancient wisdom. Their stories remind us that we are not the first to walk these paths. The mountains hold their secrets close, but sometimes echoes of the past bleed through. Scattered throughout the Appalachians are remnants of ancient rituals, places where the veil between worlds thins. Stone circles stand silent sentinel in remote clearings, charged with unseen energy. Ancient burial mounds conceal the bones of long-dead warriors and shamans. Some believe the spirits of those buried still linger, felt in sudden chills and disembodied voices. Whispers of stranger rituals, sacrifices, dances, and visions sought in sacred fires. These practices offer a glimpse into a time when the boundary between the natural and supernatural was blurred. The power of the unseen world was an undeniable force in the lives of the people who inhabited these ancient hills. The history of the Appalachian Mountains is written in the blood and bone of those who lived and died upon their slopes. The mountains have witnessed centuries of struggle and strife, from conflicts between Native American tribes to the arrival of European settlers. The land bears the scars of these conflicts. Battlefields whisper with the ghosts of fallen warriors. Old homesteads stand as monuments to families torn apart by feuds and disease. The mountains remember the pain and suffering. Whispers of mining disasters and lost souls and blizzards linger in the shafts and tunnels. The mountains hold the memories of those who lived and died, their joys and sorrows woven into the land. Sometimes those memories resurface, a chilling reminder that the past is never truly gone. The mountains keep their secrets close, but sometimes those secrets stir. The Appalachian Mountains are a place where the veil between worlds wears thin. Encounters with the unseen are more common than many would care to admit. Hikers report seeing shadowy figures flitting through the trees. Campers whisper of disembodied voices, calling their names in the dead of night. Drivers tell tales of phantom hitchhikers, their appearances often presaging misfortune. Some encounters defy rational explanation. Stories of strange creatures, shadowy figures with glowing red eyes, winged beings, and monstrous humanoid creatures. Whether figments of imagination or genuine encounters, they remind us that the Appalachian Mountains hold secrets we may never fully comprehend. The line between our world and the supernatural can be terrifyingly thin. As the last rays of sunlight retreat, a palpable change sweeps over the Appalachians. The air stills, holding its breath. The forest darkens, transforming into a labyrinth of unseen forms. This is the time when the mountains truly awaken. Not with the gentle stirrings of nature, but with something far older, far wilder. Something that watches from the edge of the firelight. In the twilight's embrace, stories whispered for generations take on a chilling immediacy. Tales of creatures that stalk the gloaming hours, their forms shifting and uncertain. They are the whispers in the darkness, the rustlings at the edge of the campfire. Some dismiss these tales as superstition, the product of overactive imaginations, but others know better. They've heard the stories, witnessed unexplainable events, felt the prickle of unseen eyes. The mountains keep their secrets close, but sometimes those secrets stir. And when they do, it's best to be prepared. For in the twilight's embrace, the line between myth and reality blurs. Across generations, whispers have traveled through the hollows, carried on the wind, through the mountain communities. Tales of fleeting glimpses, of encounters that leave you questioning what you saw, what you thought you saw. They speak of eyes in the darkness, watching from the tree line, following from the shadows. Some tell of large canine shapes, moving with a speed and silence that defies the natural world. Black panthers, impossibly large, their eyes burning like hot coals. Others speak of a creature that walks upright, shrouded in hair, its eyes reflecting a chilling intelligence. There are stories of lights in the sky, moving with purpose, darting and weaving. And then there are the whispers, the ones told closest to the fire, of encounters with beings that defy description. These encounters are often fleeting, gone in a blink, leaving behind only a residue of fear. Were they tricks of the light, figments of imagination, or something far more unsettling? The mountains offer no answers, only the echoing silence of their ancient peaks and the lingering feeling of being watched. The Appalachian Mountains, steeped in folklore and shrouded in mystery, are home to strange and wondrous creatures. These cryptids inhabit the space between myth and reality, their existence unconfirmed by science, yet passionately recounted. The Mothman, with glowing red eyes, appears before disasters. Its legend began in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, in the 1960s. The Wendigo, a creature of Algonquin lore, embodies greed and famine. It is skeletal and gaunt, with an insatiable hunger for human flesh. Encounters bring an overwhelming sense of dread. Other cryptids populate the region's folklore. The sheep squatch, a foul-smelling beast, roams West Virginia. The snallygaster, a winged creature, terrorizes livestock. The Grafton monster haunts West Virginia's woods. These creatures remind us that the world is full of mysteries. They are the echoes of a time when the natural and supernatural blurred. The allure of Appalachian cryptids sparks attempts to prove their existence. Researchers venture into the mountains, hoping to glimpse elusive creatures. Some seek scientific explanations. Others remain open to unknown creatures. Footprints and blurry photos surface, tantalizing but inconclusive. Eyewitness accounts are compelling, but lack corroborating evidence. The search continues, driven by the thrill of the unknown. As the sun dips below the horizon, a palpable shift occurs. Shadows lengthen and twist, taking on a life of their own. Locals will tell you to heed the warnings whispered through generations. Stories of cryptids and restless spirits take on a chilling immediacy. These mountains are ancient and powerful. Respect the land. Trust your instincts. These mountains are sacred to those who have called them home for centuries. Tread lightly. Leave no trace. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Turn back. Find another path. Seek shelter. Avoid traveling alone after dark. Stay on marked trails and let someone know your plans. Pack extra layers, food, water, and a flashlight. And remember, cell service can be spotty. The Appalachians offer breathtaking beauty and a sense of timeless wonder. But they also demand respect. Heed the warnings, trust your instincts, and remember, some things are best left shrouded in shadow and mystery. As we emerge from Appalachian lore, a question lingers. Why are we drawn to what frightens us? Perhaps it's the primal instinct, recognizing the power of the unknown, the allure of the forbidden. The fear the Appalachians evoke is a heightened awareness, a tingling of the senses. It's a fear that exists alongside wonder, recognizing the beauty in what frightens us. For centuries, the people of these mountains have coexisted with the unknown, weaving tales that celebrate and caution. These stories remind us that the world is vast and mysterious, and we are temporary visitors. As we leave the Appalachians, we carry their mystery with us, a sense of awe and unease. Some things are best left unexplained, their secrets whispered on the wind. The stories we've explored are more than just scary tales. They are threads in a rich tapestry of belief and experience. These stories, rooted in real-world concerns, provided explanations for the unexplainable. They gave names and faces to their fears, transforming the unknown into something tangible. The belief in witches spoke to the dangers of illness and misfortune. Tales of cryptids served as cautionary warnings about the natural world. What matters is the power they hold in our collective imagination. These stories remind us that belief can shape what we see and feel. The human need to find meaning in the unknown is timeless. As we step back from the campfire's glow and into the harsh light of day, the shadows may seem less menacing, the whispers less insistent, but the stories linger, their images imprinted on our minds, their melodies echoing in our ears. They leave us with a heightened awareness of the unseen world, a sense that perhaps, just perhaps, there is more to reality than meets the eye. We find ourselves questioning fleeting glimpses of movement in the shadows, the strange noises that filter through the darkness. Our senses, sharpened by the tales we've heard, are on high alert, attuned to the subtle cues that might betray the presence of something other, something beyond the realm of the ordinary. This heightened awareness, this lingering sense of wonder and unease, is the true legacy of the Appalachian Mountains. It's a reminder that the world is a place of infinite mystery, that our understanding of it is constantly evolving, and that there are things that science may never fully explain. It's a call to embrace the unknown, to approach the world with a sense of curiosity and humility, and to remember that even in the age of reason and technology, there is still room for a little bit of magic, a little bit of fear, and a whole lot of wonder. And so, we bid farewell to the Appalachian Mountains, but their stories stay with us. They linger in the shadows, at the edge of our vision, in the rustle of leaves on a still night, in the echo of a lone bird's call as twilight descends. The mountains, with their ancient heart and their cloak of mystery, have shared their secrets, whispered their warnings, and reminded us that we are but temporary visitors in a realm far older and more powerful than ourselves. The allure of the unknown, the thrill of the unexplained, will continue to draw us back to these hills, seeking answers, seeking adventure, seeking a glimpse of something beyond the ordinary. The stories will continue to be told, passed down through generations, evolving with each retelling, reflecting the hopes and fears of those who dare to venture into the mountains' embrace. For the Appalachians are more than just a geographical location. They are a state of mind, a tapestry woven from legend, folklore, and the enduring human need to believe in something beyond the realm of the everyday. So, until next twilight, when the shadows lengthen and the whispers begin anew, we carry the mysteries of Appalachia within us, a reminder that the world is a far stranger and more wondrous place than we could ever imagine.